Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. Toast Bomb here, bringing you guys some Slayer action on Adrift, specifically Team Regicide. Actually, now I do warn you guys, my aim is a little sloppy in this game because it was like the second game of the day. It normally takes me like 45 minutes to warm up, get my fingers all buttery and moving smooth. So I got some pretty terrible aim parts in this game, but there are some pretty cool things that happen, and it ends up being a really tight, close, exciting match. So, anyways, for this video, I won't be talking about really anything specific, just kind of go through, see what I do right, see what I do wrong, explain all that stuff, because, you know, we're all human. We do bad things that aren't right. You know, we don't always think of the situation through perfect, so I'll point out some of my mistakes, because I do make quite a bit of them. But I do get stick that frickin' bolt shot guy, because screw those guys, right? Am I right? Yeah. Alright, so coming up right here, I see my teammate going over the lift, so okay, I'm going to push with him. But I don't just land exactly where he landed. Now, you can see my aim. That's what I'm talking about. Aim, pretty damn bad right there. But instead of going exactly where he landed, I jetpack over and go to a different spot. Now, this is because I know there's multiple enemies there, and if you're fighting like 2v2, 2v1, whatever, if you're with another teammate or multiple teammates, you want to try to spread out as much as possible. That way it's harder for the enemy to organize their shot and hit everybody, or, you know, if you're all grouped together, you can get hit with a grenade really easy, and that's not good. So you want to try and spread yourselves out. So that's what you saw me do there, was try and spread myself out. Now that stupid hologram, get out of my face. So what I end up doing in this game a lot is playing this top position, because what the enemy was doing was sitting back in the bases. Now, just to give you a little context for this game, this was a party of 4 versus a party of 3 and me. So I'm not in the party, but the 3 guys that are on my team are in a party. They all have mics. Whatever, the 4 guys on their team, all in a party, they have mics, whatever, so they're all communicating and stuff, and they're all on the same page on what strategy they're doing. So a lot of what they were doing is just kind of, you know, that classic Adrift annoying strategy where you just sit in the base and try and wait for the stupid team to come in and push. So we tried that a couple of times, and then just after a little bit, we're like, yeah, that's not gonna work, and everyone's agreed on the mics, like, dude, let's just wait for them to come to us instead. So what I do a lot is just kind of staying in that top middle position and trying to give as much support as possible, kind of running around to the areas of the map where my teammates are to help them out, and then eventually going back to the top mid position to support people and get some shots on some guys. So, anyways, what you see, like that laggy guy, I'm not gonna do that. That guy, it was crazy laggy in this game. It was insane. Anyways, so yeah, you see me here sitting back. That was kind of a dumb move to challenge it that hard, but yeah, so you can see they're all sitting in that base, and we're not having any of that. So there, I throw the grenade far, and by doing that, when I ricochet the grenade off of that wall behind the dude, now he's either going to back up, take damage from that grenade, or he's going to have to stay out in the area where I can shoot him. So basically, doing that was an absolutely perfect play, like pretty much couldn't have gone any better. He either backs up and he dies, or he stays where he's standing and he pretty much almost positively dies. That was a dumb move, pushing out there. I try to do the same thing there. It doesn't always work out, but it's always a good way to try, especially if you have resupply. I mean, you're going to be getting those grenades, so you might as well be throwing them, right? You know, don't put them to waste if you're using a perk for this thing, because why not? Because you're just going to get them back right away. So, anyways, then they spawn behind us. Now, that kind of sucked. I was not expecting that at all. Maybe I was pushed in a little bit too far and flipped the spawn because of that, or maybe just someone in their base randomly ran around the other side of the map and spawned them back there. I'm not sure what happened, but I wasn't looking out for that, so that kind of stuck. I do a similar thing there, do get a hit marker on the guy where I throw the grenade long. Here, another little bit of sloppy aim, but just trying to support my teammates by staying in this top middle position and staying behind that wall very close to it, because it's very hard for the people in that upper hallway to get grenades off you, or really anybody from any position that the enemy is kind of setting up in right now to get grenades. Now I push here because I see my teammate is weak and he backs out. So basically what I've done there is just done a bait and switch. The enemy doesn't know that there's multiple people in this hallway. All they know is there's a dude there, and he got one shot, and he ran away. So they're probably going to be pushing pretty hard on that kill, and my teammates probably gotten some shots onto those guys. So me popping out there, full shields, they're not going to expect it, and they're going to think I'm the enemy, and then all of a sudden it's a dude with full shields, and then I can probably get some kills. So if there's ever a situation where you see that arise, even if you're, not communicating with your teammates, I didn't communicate with my teammate to do that. I just saw that situation and went for it. So if you see something like that happening where your teammate's going into cover, you can replace his position and then pop back out, do a little bait and switch action right there. Something that is very, very handy, very effective, and very useful. So again, going to this top middle position, just trying to get any shots down possible and help my teammates out. Getting a slightly different angle there. Now, holy crap, bad aim. Jeez. But as you can see, again, sort of another example of that. I could have gone in the very middle lane of, like, under this mantis or whatever, this cyclops or whatever it's called, legs, and start shooting that guy on the ramp. But instead I went around the other side to get a slightly different angle on the guy. So that can help as well, doing more of that stuff. Alright, so still top mid position. The game's actually closing up right now. I'm surprised, like, holy crap, I think this is around the time I actually looked at the score and I was like, geez, okay, we need some points here, because we were ahead, I think, for a little while, and all of a sudden we started falling behind. So I push around the side here because I see my teammates coming down this hallway, clean up a kill, get lucky with the guy missing the bolt shot, and do get stuck by the grenade and get taken out. But that's alright, because we are closing that gap a little bit, but man, we're still down. I see the guy, our king's here, and I come down to help him out because I saw that I think that ended up being a hologram instead of actually an enemy. So I kind of went down there for no reason. We're sort of in a bad position here because this guy has the high ground, but I pop up, throw that guy off guard, and get some nice shots on him. I don't know, I think he was going for a melee or something like that. So I do get a little bit fortunate, but it works out in the end. Now this is pretty cool. So I shoot that guy in the back because I see him pushing. He's probably going to be pushing pretty blind because it's near the end of the game. He goes behind the pillar and I throw a grenade and go around the opposite side, forcing him into the grenade or into me. A similar thing of what I did before, still putting down shots, trying to keep a pretty wide angle on these guys so that we can lay down shots, and we win by 5 points. That's the game. We end up winning. That was pretty epic. You see me teabagging around there for a little bit. Anyways, that'll be it for this one. If you like the video, you can leave a like or a comment, or you can subscribe because I post new Halo videos every day. Anyways, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.